You know, when you try to get some good light and then I got too much light. Oh well. I just fixed myself up a little bit. But I'm just finna fuck with that. A little bit of sweat. I just walked the track. I just found a track and walked it. I was supposed to come yesterday and do it, but I just didn't make it. I ended up smoking. I was cramping. It was just too much going on, but I made it today though. Motorcycle for confirmation. I made it today though. But okay. I'm just gonna do another journal reading and reflection. Live journal read and reflection. Thank you. Confirmation 55 on this timestamp. I have to call all my confirmations. I have to call all my confirmations out to my, like, I have to call them out. Because if not, I just have to, like, let my conscious mind, like, boom, another one. I have to, my conscious mind. But okay, boom, you're ready. Lip gloss popping. My lip gloss is cool. All the boys be jacket and chasing after school. I was going to read from my last journal too, the black book, but this journal kept popping, the image of this journal kept popping in my head. So I'm just gonna flip to the page. I already set my intention with God, the universe. Look at a little red car coming. About the page, I set my intention to open to the right page, the page that needs me, to read it and reflect on it and respond to it, and whatever that page is today, I hope, my intention is that it can offer somebody else healing as well, essentially. Okay, we're gonna shuffle it. I just want to see where we land. Okay. Okay, well, I stopped here. I don't know. I'm going to read both pages. I'm going to read the sticky notes. And I'm going to read the sticky notes and the page. Okay, so this one says channeled messages. Dear Virgo, passion ignited, heart is light and bright, on fucking fire. I am making forward moves I am looking forward more to the summer than I know. I am enthused and excited about summer. And then it says, keep quiet. I don't have to tell anybody anything. I don't have to feel pressured to talk about my nigga, my plans, or my money. I can keep my beans. I know that's right, girl. Fuck you talking about, bitch. No, I like that. This I have to just respond to that one real quick. I agree, girl. Like, you damn sure don't, bitch. If you don't want to, you don't. Because you know what? I went through a thing for a long period of time. Okay, I was like very quiet, it was like a little timeline. Like the little timeline started here. I was very like reserved. Like, did not tell nobody nothing. I didn't open up. I just didn't open up. I didn't open up. I'm not finna even say this shit 1,000 million times. I didn't open up. I did not talk about myself. I did not talk about what I was going through. I did not talk about my feelings. I did not talk about me. I was very much there for everybody who wants to talk about them. And I love being that person. I love being that shoulder to cry on. I love being that, like, you know, that place of refuge for people to go. I loved being that. And I used to love being that, but it's because I was really trying to do something that I didn't have for myself. I was trying to be for the people what I feel like I didn't have. And because I knew that feeling of not feeling like I could talk to somebody, I knew that feeling of not feeling like I could open up and not cry to people and not be heard, not be understood, and not be empathized with. Like, I wanted to give that to people because I was living in the feeling of knowing what that feeling, and I didn't want anybody else to have to, you know what that feels like and have to go through that. But Then, okay, I balanced. I got to a point of balance, like right here. This is the beginning. I got to a point of balance about right here, or the other side, I'll say. Well, I'll come over here to over talking. Like, I'm talking. Okay, I'm so sorry. I have to put some more. I think I got some sunburn when I was walking that track on my ankle, and I just scratched it, and now it's just not stopping, and it looks red. But yeah, then I reached a point where I was talking. Oh, that is sunburn. When I was talking, opening up, damn near, yeah, practicing my throat chakra, opening my throat chakra, balancing it. And as I'm hearing it and as I'm going to say it, I'm like, okay. Because I'm like, okay, I practiced opening my throat chakra. And I went to a point of just like over talking, like oversharing. Like, I don't even want to say over, but just like damn near just over. Like, I damn near want to consider it over because it was so not what I was used to. It was so far from what I was used to, which was just keeping everything quiet and keeping everything to myself. Excuse you. Keeping everything quiet and keeping everything to myself. But then I got to a point where I was sharing a lot and being open and asking people their opinions about what I have going on, and sharing and and just, opening myself up. I really did. I did. I opened myself up to people. I opened myself up to hearing somebody's even opinion, because for a long time I didn't even hear nobody's opinion, because I didn't want them to say something disagreeable with me, with what I had going on, or what I was thinking about. I didn't want to hear anything different. Then, so I did open myself up to people's even love, me opening up and saying, crying, and just telling somebody I'm not having a good day, or this is going wrong, or I'm not happy about this is frustrating me, this is irritating me, I'm just blue about this, like, or I'm just feeling fearful about this, or just expressing my innermost emotions, allowing myself, sharing myself with my people, with my family, with my friends, with my community, allowing myself to be a part of my own community. I got to that point where I joined the community, when I actually when I allowed my heart and I allowed my spirit and I allowed myself to join the community as well. Not just, me showing up in the community, but nobody really knows who you are, and nobody, you know what I'm saying? Like, just nobody really having that deep act, like, just, I don't know. Now I'm at a balance point where I'm learning what's for who and who's for what. Like, I can express, and I also have learned I'm a processor. Naturally, it's not me to if something happens to me, like if I'm going through something, like, let's just say right now something happened out here, and whatever, I got a text message or a phone, whatever. I'm not a type of person to just go home to my cousin or just call somebody. That's just not me personally. I'm not really the type of person that's gonna call and be like, yeah, this just happened, this just blew me, and they just said this. Like, I'm not the type of person that's gonna call first. Like, I'm the type of person that's gonna process first. So I had to learn that me processing is still a part of my process. Like, that's a part of who I am. It's not that I'm being secretive or reserved or blocking people out. It's just I process my emotions with me first. I process my emotions with my team, with God. I process my stuff with me first. Sign for confirmation. And that's a part of my process. Then coming out to say what's going on with you, people being, now I have realized, just jumping forward just to the present, I realized that I am at a point where I know how to share, what to share, when to share. I know what to ask about, when to ask, and still learning I'm more open than I was at first. When to present my information or ask someone for their opinion, or just trust myself, or just, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But yeah, I feel like this probably came from a time where I was feeling pressured, and this was from, this looks like this is a 2021 era. So this probably was, oh shit, I don't know. Oh no, this gotta be, 2021. So it probably was in a time when I was going through that transition of not knowing my next move and being in between moves. I was still dating that man. And I know, and I feel like I already know where that was coming from. Probably just feeling the pressure from people, certain people to, well, probably when I feel like certain people just kind of digging. I don't like the feeling when I feel, and it's probably just normal people just trying to say, hey, so what's new with you? To me, sometimes it feels like digging. I don't know why. I think it's just my private self, my little Virgo self is just like, you in my business. You're digging in my business, and I'll share that information with you when I'm good and ready. But I like that, though. If I had to respond to myself with that, I would say you're fucking right. As far as the passion ignited, heart is light and bright, on fucking fire. I'm looking forward more to the summer than I know. I'm through the summer. I don't know what was going on that summer, but hey, it was about 3 summers ago when I made it I made it 3 summers later. So must have been something good, something well. 2021. Did I get my car in 2021? I think I did get my car in 2021. I think so. Did I get my car in 2021 2022? I was damn near 2021. I'm getting sunburned bad. It's getting bad. Okay. Okay. So yeah, if I had to say something, if I had to respond to myself, I would say, girl, you sure don't. Especially if you coming like that, if you feeling pressured, you don't have to tell nobody shit. You don't have to tell nobody you don't trust, you don't feel safe. You don't feel safe telling. That's what I'll tell you. You don't have to tell anybody you don't feel safe anything. You don't have to tell nobody you don't trust with your information, with your business. You don't have to do that. I've come to a certain point of discernment that I can even feel it when I'm getting ready to say something, when it's to be said and when it's not to be said, to certain folks about my personal business. So it's like, girl, you definitely sure don't, bitch. You don't gotta say shit to nobody, and motherfuckers don't have to pry. Motherfuckers just be sometimes motherfuckers want to just sometimes it's a genuine interest. Sometimes it's a genuine interest, and motherfuckers really want to know, like, so what's just going on? Like, motherfuckers in your life, they want to know, like, what's going on, girl? And then other times I feel like sometimes motherfuckers do just kind of want to just be like peeping eyes, like, what you got going on? I mean, that's fine. I think it's just me being a private person, or maybe it's not that either. Maybe it's me also sometimes feeling like I don't have much to say is going on, or not being super clear. Oh, this is not gonna work. I'm getting something so bad. Or I don't know. Maybe I just feel like I don't have the thing to share, or it's not shareable. But at the same time, no, I know what it is, because sometimes I know. Sometimes it's just really who it is asking and what it is that they're asking about, and that's all as simply as it is, Michaela. Like, me to me, it's simple. Like, sometimes it's just simply that for me. It's simply who's asking about what. Literally, who's, good morning, are you up? How did you get a message? Let me know when you are ready. Damn, how are these messages coming in? That's so funny. That's hilarious. But yeah, sometimes sometimes it's simply who's asking about what is gonna make me determine what I'm gonna say and how I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. But then it say, okay, next one is things I am looking for within myself so that I may attract in my partner: emotional availability and security. And you know, with that, I feel like I have reached a certain level of emotional availability within myself, because the fact that I can even come here and sit, I feel like it's just my first stroke of that sign for me. The fact that I'm even able to come and sit here and review my own journals, which I genuinely did not. It's been on my mind so many times to do it, but I just didn't want to come back and look. I didn't want to come back and be triggered. I didn't want to reread pages. I didn't want to refeel feelings. I didn't want to refeel emotions. I didn't want to relive things. Like, I just wanted it to be one and done. And honestly, I've just now started to value my ability to by my journals. I started valuing my journals, because There would be times when I would burn my journals and papers and stuff that I wrote, like just kind of in that time, it was me setting the intention of releasing them. And like, well, this energy on this paper is no longer serves me, so I will release this back into the air and back to the universe and back to ethers. But now, as I have just found that value for it in the last couple of weeks, and just rereading my words and seeing how far, when I reread my first journal, I got the idea, I reread a random page in one of my journals, and I'm just like, damn, that's you. Like, that was me. Like, and it was a fire journal, so it wasn't a bad one. It was like me speaking that power into my soul. Oh, I want to go back to what else I got in here, and just see where the fuck I've come from, like, and just, you know, just see my growth, my progress, my journey, honestly. So the emotional availability, I feel like me having that with myself, I feel like this is a very prime example of me having emotional availability with myself and developing this, not being afraid, or even if I am afraid to do it, just still like hear it. I must be with myself. I'm gonna be with myself to hear it. Security within myself, I think security is, well, what do I mean by security even when I'm talking about my partner? Like, what do I want to be secure about with my partner? What is it that I want to be secure about? I guess with my partner right now, as it stands at 25 years old, from this, I'm only this high. I'm not going no further. I'm not going nowhere past 25. I only got 25 and down. So from what I would consider security in my partner right now, I'm getting sunburned so bad. It's like not even funny. When I'm getting, oh, okay, let me see. Hold on, because this leads into this. Okay, so things I want to continue to discover and establish within myself for myself, along with attracting in a partner. Emotional availability. What does that mean to me? What does that look like? Okay, I'm asking myself more questions. What does that look like? Security. More sure and secure of self than not. Emotional security. Mental security, or at least a sense, LOL, financial security. Emotional availability means to me just being able to present it. It's room here to present this, what I'm feeling. It's room to present what I'm feeling, and it's room in this space here for us to talk about it, and for us to just discuss it. Like if we were a damn business, we're gonna have a meeting, and it's like, this is our hand, and we just come to solutions. And I know that's so simple, 1 2 3 A B C, easier said than done. But honestly, that's really what I look at. Just like there's space and room here for us to discuss anything that we're feeling. And I don't feel like there necessarily has to be an argument. I know that maybe sometimes people will get upset and this, that, and third, but me just knowing that I was just in a relationship, or I had an experience in a relationship where we did not have to argue, but we talked, and then just experience another relationship where a motherfucker don't know how to talk, but they only know how to fucking argue, it goes to show that it is possible. And I can do both. I prefer to not do the latter. I prefer to do the former, but if I got to, boom, boom, boom. If I got to, but I prefer not to. So to me, that's emotional availability. You can come to me, and I'm learning that as well. Being able to take in somebody's emotions and respond and hear them and care for them, not just, I don't know. I'm learning with my emotional, I'm learning my levels, honestly, right now, because this last person I was just dealing with, I understand my levels. If I feel like I can't overcarry your emotions. I can't. I've learned that. I am my own person, which means I have a whole emotional body. Like, if this is me, an emotional body is inside of me, sitting right here next to me. I cannot also carry your emotional body on my emotional body. If your emotional body is too heavy and you're not trying to help with the weight, I can't carry all of you on my own. And I think that's what I'm learning. my weight with that. But when we can carry enough, or we can, let's just say this. Let's say one of our emotional bodies needs to get on that gurney. I can stand on this side, you can stand on that side and lift. I cannot put your emotional body on a gurney and lift it from both sides. I need your help. But if you can't even help your own self, if your emotional weight and body is too heavy, you're too heavy. Too heavy for you to even try to help me on the other side. I don't know. You understand what I'm saying? It's just levels to things. And I understand. And I feel like anybody who understands will understand. And if you understand, you get where I'm coming from. But, so yeah, and I think that, like, if you can grab the gurney from that side and I grab the gurney from this side, we can hoist it up and work together to do whatever, fine. But not being able to, where I'm supposed to be the only emotional hoister, I can't do that. It gets burdensome. Then I get tired and I want to drop it because it's too heavy. I don't even have the strength or the patience for it, as I shouldn't though. Why should I have the strength to carry a whole another person's emotional body by myself? That's not what we're here to do. That's not my purpose. That's not my job. I'm not even capable. All right. Security. More secure of myself than not. When I hear this, the first thing I immediately want to say to myself is, you'll never be so sure. You'll never be too sure. You'll never be 100% sure about 100% everything. Like, you have a lot of life ahead of you. You're not going to be sure, like, let's just say for the next 25 years, just counting, like, just that, at least the next 25 years. For the next 25 years, you will continue to grow and develop a sense of confidence and a sense of self-worth that will continue to grow, and that self-trust and confidence, that will continue to grow. But you will never, like, for the next 25 years, it's not going to be like, I was confident about every decision I ever made for the last 25 years. Everything I did, I knew it was the right thing to do. Everything, you're not. It's a trust. You're going to have to just trust it. You're going to have to just be the fool, take a leap of faith, and trust it. You're going to have to be the fool card. You're going to have to sometimes do shit scared. You're going to have to sometimes do shit with a little doubt, and you have to, and learn. I mean, shit. And just learning. So, I feel like more secure of self than not. I feel like if I were to reframe that now, I would just say more secure my ability to take a chance. Like, being on the edge of a chance and gotta go two ways and say, you know what, I trust I'm gonna be alright. I'm secure that I'm gonna be okay, regardless of which way it happens. I'm secure I'm gonna be okay. I'm secure that I'm gonna learn something from it. I'm secure that I'm gonna gain something from this. I'm secure that I'm gonna be alright. I'm secure that I'm gonna be able to take another step from there. I'm secure in my ability to be okay. I'm secure in my resilience. I'm secure in my bounce back. That is what I'm secure as fuck in. I'm secure in my resilience. I'm secure in my bounce back. For sure. And look at the little spider. I'm secure in my bounce back. I'm secure in my, look at him. You see him? I'm secure in my bounce back. I'm secure in my resilience. I'm secure in my ability to move forward. I'm secure in my ability to go forward. Emotional security. I feel like emotional security is me showing up for myself. Me showing up for myself, knowing that if I have something wrong and there's nobody around, I'm not gonna. Me having emotional security is me not turning back on myself how I would in the past. Not me shutting down on myself. Still maintaining open line of communication, open flow for me to feel my emotions freely. Because if nobody else can handle them, or there's nobody else around, I mean, I tried to call for people. Everybody's busy or no, didn't answer, whatever. I have to still be able to provide that sense of emotional safety and availability for myself. Because I can't shut down and put my head under the sand and scream and cry until somebody answers the phone. I have to be able to coddle myself. I have to be able to soothe myself. I have to be able to calm my own inner child. I have to be able to gather my own self. I have to be able to gather myself. So, oh shit, this sunburn is killing me. So, yes, with that being said, with that being said, that's what emotional security is for me. And if I was to be looking for that in a partner, I just feel like a partner who is able to do that within their own self is going to be able to outwardly do that to another person. So that's why when I say these are things that I want within myself, because I want my partner to be able to reflect some sense of this. I know, I'm not gonna get me. I know I'm not gonna get myself. If that was the case, I'd be a clone. I don't know. I know I'm not gonna get me, which is fine, because there are things that person that I don't have that person may have, that I may need to learn from that person, or there are things that person may have that they need from me, that you know what I'm saying, that I can offer them. So it's fine, but I be wanting some sense of this, some sort of this, because I can't like, it's not gonna be fair. It's not gonna be balanced. It's not gonna be fair to me. It's not gonna be fair to you. It's not gonna be fair to me, because it's not gonna be fair to me, because you can't meet me and operate with me in the places at the level I need you to. And it's not gonna be fair to you, because I'm gonna be expecting you, and I'm gonna be disappointed in you that you can't meet me and you can't operate at a certain levels. That's how I feel and look at it as it stands. I know everything is, easier said and done than when it is in, action in real life, but that's how I look at it and think about it right now. I aspire for my partner to have some sense of being able to do this. Like something. So mental security, me being mentally secure, I am really digging. I gotta stop. Sorry, rinse for confirmation. You gotta stop digging. Mental security for me would look like, within myself, mental security to me within myself would look like what I try to practice on a daily now, which is not spiritual bypassing, not only having positive thoughts and only seeing the light, and no, allowing myself the same with the emotional availability. If the thoughts come, I am able to address it with myself. I'm able to address that thought if it's worth addressing. If it's worth it, you don't have to address every thought. No, let some pass. Don't hold on to them. Don't think about it for more than 5 seconds. If it's not worth more than 5, whatever. But the thoughts that do come up to me, that mean something, that are worth addressing, I feel like it's the same thing with that emotional availability. Being able to look at the thought, take my mind, my conscious mind, address the thought that's just passed, and be able to respond to it with comfort, with truth, with soothing, with ease, with, you know what I'm saying? Or just be like, well, you know what, even if this is true, it's okay, we can work through this, or this is what we can do to change it, or being able to be my own partner, being able to be my own support system, being able to, if there was a person right here, if I was thinking about like a business, I keep saying a partner, because I think about like a business. If me and somebody own a business right here, and it's just us two, like this is our business, we got a little cupcake business or whatever, we get each other through this. When she's having a breakdown or panic attack, I'm comforting her. When I'm having one, she's comforting me. We're able to keep each other balanced. We may have some disagreements sometimes. We may not be so cohesive and so perfect all the time. It may not be harmony, unison, singing and songbirds all the motherfucking time. But we can get together and we know how to do our yin and yang, our ups and downs. We have our balance. And we know how to do both polarities. We can participate in both polarities. We feel free to exercise and to express all of these polarities. We feel good enough and free enough and trusting of each other enough to know that nothing that is ever said will be out of malicious intent. It will never be to be hurtful, to be vengeful, to be spiteful, to be any of that shit. It will never be anything to be hurtful or if it's natural pressure that builds and it bursts, and it fine, we can clean that shit up together. But it's nothing ever where it's like, just malicious, or and just that way. I was gonna say back in the day, to myself, when I learned to, just learning to not beat myself up mentally, not call myself the worst, not call myself stupid, not say I'm a terrible person, not just tear me down, like build me up. Literally, if I make a mistake or an accident, okay, I don't have to beat myself down to the ground and say I'm a horrible person, I'm the worst person ever. I'm the worst person ever for dropping those eggs, ever. Like, there's never been a worse person in history to me. I'm the fucking worst. The max. I'm the maximum worst you can get. Like, you ain't did shit to nobody, really. And you the maximum worst person ever. You know, just learn to say it's okay. Next time, just hold the bag with, you know, with a tighter grip. That's all. You know what I'm saying? So just being able to get to that fucking level, or being at that level where I can just continue to lock in with me. And I would love that for my partner, because honestly, I would love that for my partner just because you need that. You need that. And especially as a man, you need that. You need that. You deserve that. You deserve to be friends with yourself and be partners with yourself and be real with yourself and really locked in with yourself in real ass ways. And then, you know, financial security. To me, at this point, I'm still, honestly, I know I still have blockages. I believe that I have blockages when it comes to I believe that there are still things that when it comes to me and financial security and finances and abundance, I feel like there are, I don't even say abundance, I say financial. What my visions for my financial security, my visions for what my financial life looks like, what I want material, my material world, I feel like I'm in such a middle place with that. I feel like I would just be like a fabulous bohemian mystic lady, a luxurious bohemian mystic lady. Like, I love the luxuries, but I love the